We've come quite a ways through this series. So I'm going to run through, pause for a minute. Those of you wondering, I'm not in the hospital, as you can tell by my background. Maybe I'll write a blog post about all the details of this so that you guys or any viewer can go and read and see what the heck I was talking about there. But for now, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your blog, and let's talk about how you can blog to get clients. So when we began the series, we started with the letters A and B. If you go back and watch the first video, you'll notice that I actually did the letter B first because B is for blog. And then I did A is for authority. And by the way, as I remind you in every video, just in case you're new and coming into this now, you can go to the page, The Right Idea. It's actually facebook.com/write better sell more, all one word, write better sell more. And on that page, that's where all these videos happen. And our store, that's where, I'm running this live right now. So if you go to that page and if you look on the left side, you'll see a link for videos. If you click into the videos, that's where you'll find this entire series. So we talked about authority. We talked about a blog. What is a blog exactly? We talked about credibility. And this was really a deep dive into credibility, what it is, and what elements you can add to your blog to create it. D is for delight. How do you delight your readers? E is for editorial calendar. You got to have a calendar if you want to blog strategically. Like even if it's just a calendar for what's coming up next month, just something small, that's all you need. F is for frequency. How often should you blog? Watch that video and find out. G is for goal, which is an end or result that you will get to if you complete a series of actions, make certain choices and events. I'm not even sure what that meant. So anyway, watch this if you want to find out how to blog so that you can reach your goals. H is for headings. May sound boring, but again, really deep. We're talking about headings for readers, how headings help readers navigate through your blog post, especially if it's a long one, and headings for Google and search engine optimization. So we talk about both those things in that video. I is for images. Should you use them? When should you use them? What sources do I use to get images for my blog? How many images do you need per blog? We cover that in I is for images. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics. The picture you see here, this is a journal. I actually have this journal. I love it. So J is for journal. And hitting the Oxford English Dictionary up again, a journal is a record of events or matters of personal interest kept by anyone for his own use, in which entries are made day by day or as the events occur. And I have to say, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't connect this to a blog somehow, but I think that's just me. I've got blog on my brain. Another way they define journal is a book containing notices concerning the daily stages of a route and other information for travelers. So think about your blog. Think about the travelers who come through your blog. And this really is my favorite. It's a nautical description. A journal is a daily register of the ship's course. And friend, you are the ship. I am the ship. So it's a daily or it actually could be your industry. It could be your company. A daily register of the ship's course, the distance traversed, the winds and weather, so things beating against us. It's a log or a book. So there you go. A blog is a log, right? Or a logbook. So what I want to do here is really connect journaling to your blog. Now, I journal, not as regularly as I should. I have different journals for different purposes. This is the journal I'm using right now. You see that snowflake? That's because I love Snow Patrol. And there have actually been some journal entries in here, maybe not that one, that I could use on my blog, and I really should. I think I've said this somewhere else where I was talking about my blog, but I want to go through my journal and see how I can use some of my journal entries, which are personal, private, but a lot of them could be shared, to help me establish credibility, to build that know, like, and trust factor. So, the connection between journaling and blogging is quite close because, as you saw from the definitions, the journal is like a daily record. Well, if you're journaling in a book or you're blogging, it's a daily record. Actually, it's probably not daily because not too many people blog daily. Well, actually, lots of them do. I don't. And the people I teach usually don't blog daily either. So now, what makes for a good journal entry or a good blog post? First up, it would be part education, part demonstration, and part illumination. So on your blog, you teach and share your knowledge. You demonstrate the different steps in your process so you can show readers how you can help them. And you can also share experiential insights. A journal, aka also, as we're talking about here, your blog is part rumination, part contemplation, and part exploration. I love these things. My blog is a lot of this. Think out loud about issues that your readers care about. When I'm in my journal, I think out loud. That's one of the ways I think, is I write. There's a quote, I don't know who said it. It says that I don't know what I think until I write it down. That is me. And that's why I'm really not always comfortable speaking, because I think as I'm writing. So you can use your blog to ponder various paths and solutions, and then explore what those paths and solutions might look like in your readers' lives. I mean, if you're talking about your reader and you're making this about your reader, and you can do that even with stuff that's about you, you can make it about your reader. If you do that, then readers, they want to read that stuff. They're drawn to it. We also have part oration, part conversation, and part inspiration. And when I say oration, it's because you can take the stage on your blog. It's yours. You're up there. You're on the stage. You're orating. You're speaking to your audience, whether it's, 500 people, 200 people, or 10,000 people, 20,000 people. It's your stage. Use it. Converse with your readers. Ask for their thoughts. Ask them what they're ruminating on and about. Ask their opinions. You want to make it a conversation. It's just not a one-way street. Actually, as it so happens, it usually is. It's hard to get readers engaged on a blog. It's one of the main struggles that a lot of bloggers have. But there are ways to overcome it. Another thing, see the best in your readers, and then let your blog posts act like a mirror so that you can show them what you see. You want them to look in that mirror of your blog and see the possibilities, see what they can be, see how they can overcome challenges, see how you can help them. And finally, what makes for a good journal entry and a good blog post is part aspiration, part realization, and part actualization. Yeah, a lot of these words are big. And if you think that I went to a rhyming dictionary and said, what rhymes with education? You're absolutely right. I did do that. But I did try to, I spent some time trying to get words that actually mean something as it relates to blogging. So share what you aspire to and help your readers aspire to or as well. I'm not sure where I talked about it, but aspirate, the word aspire comes from the Latin that means to breathe. So share what makes you breathe, share what gives you breath, right? And help your readers do that too. And then as you and your clients move through the transformations you blog about, share parts of that journey with your readers so they can realize and actualize things themselves, or at the very best, they can see how you can help them realize and actualize the things that they aspire to, things that make them breathe. There you go, friends. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you liked this video, you thought it was helpful, please share it with your friends and your tribes. And also stay tuned if you're watching live, because coming up right next, because I had to miss a day because of hospital stuff, but coming up next is going to be the letter K. I'm going to do that video right after this. So if you're watching that one, I'll see you then. If not, then I will see you later. Bye for now.